Toast just published their Mother's Day 2025 platform data. And the number that stopped me was not the revenue figure, it was reservations up 319% compared to an average Sunday. Steak orders up 93%, seafood up 90%, same store GMV up 57%. That is not a brunch story. That is a protein forward reservation driven high spend occasion pattern, and that pattern has a name in June. Father's Day, June 21st, 3 weeks away. I'm Pam Monteith. This is Great Work for Restaurants, the weekly podcast for independent restaurant owners on Toast POS. Every episode, one practical idea you can use this week. This week, how to use Toast's own Mother's Day data as your Father's Day setup guide. Here is why this data matters beyond the obvious. Toast pulled Mother's Day 2025 results across thousands of full-service restaurants in the US and Canada. The comparison baseline was an average Sunday, and that baseline already includes Father's Day, Super Bowl, Sunday, and every other high-traffic Sunday in the year. While Mother's Day still beat all of them by 319% in reservations. What that tells you? These occasions are not interchangeable. Guests have, behave differently. They spend differently. They book ahead for Mother's Day in a way they do not on a regular Saturday. Father's Day follows the exact same pattern. The protein preference, the advanced booking, the larger tables, the celebratory spend. The operators who captured Mother's Day revenue did not get lucky. They were configured to receive it. Their reservation page was live. Their email had gone out. Their guest list was working for them. If that was not you in May, you have 3 weeks to be ready for June 21st. So there are 3 things I want you to check inside your Toast account right now. None of this require a developer. None of them cost extra if you are already on a standard Toast plan. They just need to be switched on. So here we go. Let's dive in. Check 1. Toast tables. Go into your Toast account and look at whether Toast tables is live and synced to your Google business profile and Google Maps. So when someone searches Father's Day near me on Google right now, the restaurants showing up with a book button are the ones that have Toast tables connected. So it's like, personally, we do this when we would want to dine in or try something new. We go to Google and search, right? So if your Google My Business profile doesn't have a book button there, and is linked to Toast tables, then you're not going to be seen. So if your reservation page is not linked to maps, you are invisible to that search. That 319 reservation spike on Mother's Day happened because operators were set up to receive it. If you are not, guests book the restaurant that is, then if you have never set this up, it takes one afternoon. It just takes one afternoon. The link in the show notes includes the full setup guide. Okay, so check that out. Check 2. 1 email to your guest list. Your guest list is already sitting inside Toast Guestbook. Every transaction builds that list. The question is whether you have ever emailed them. Toast's own data shows that restaurants sending a single email campaign see an average revenue lift of $2,800 in the 14 days following that send. So the average open rate on Toast email marketing is 39%. One Father's Day email, your lapsed guests, your VIPs, your recent visitors, a specific offer, early booking, a set menu for 4, a loyalty points bonus. You write it once, you send it once, it goes to people who already know your restaurant. If you are on the $75 a month Toast marketing plan, this costs nothing extra. The audience is already there. So Let's move on to check 3. Open Toast IQ. This is my favorite. I say this on almost every episode, and I will keep saying it. Most Toast operators have never opened Toast IQ. Toast IQ is Toast's AI marketing tool. So if you know how to use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and all the other AI chat tools, then you will definitely love this and you will know how to use it. It was launched in 2025 and it is already inside your account. So that's the good thing. What it does is read your actual sales data, your top performing dishes, your slow shifts, your guest visit patterns, and it builds the campaign brief automatically for you. So for a Father's Day campaign, it is going to look at your Saturday dinner covers, your protein dish performance, and your lapsed guests who have not been in for 60 plus days. It builds the offer. You review it, adjust it if needed, and then send it. It also handles the re-engagement email to guests who last visited around this time last year. That guest list, that occasion, built from your own data. So go to marketing, then Toast IQ. That is the whole navigation. You have 3 weeks. That is enough time. So one more thing, and this one is easy to overlook. Father's Day brings new guests. Tables of 4, 5, 6 people who came because someone's dad wanted to try your restaurant, or because they had a gift card, or because they found you on Google that morning. If you do not have a loyalty enrollment prompt active at checkout, those guests eat, they pay, they leave, and they never hear from you again. With the loyalty prompt live, they are in your guest book. So they are eligible for your next email campaign. You can bring them back. For Slow Tuesday in July, Father's Day becomes the beginning of a relationship rather than a one-time cover. So let me say that again. Father's Day becomes the beginning of a relationship rather than a one-time cover. Check your loyalty settings before June 21st. It is a switch. Turn it on. Father's Day revenue does not just show up. It goes to the restaurant that reminded guests first and made booking easy for them. Toast gives you every tool you need to be that restaurant. Tables, email, Toast IQ, loyalty, all inside your existing account, all configurable in the next 3 weeks. The free Toast Marketing Activation Checklist covers all 10 features with a quick guide on which 3 move the needle fastest. Grab it at greatworkonline.com/toast activations checklist. So let me say that again. Sorry. greatworkonline.com/toast activation checklist. That's it. I will put it in the show notes as well. So grab it and take a look. If you want to see exactly what is sitting dormant inside your specific account, I do a free 30-minute Toast marketing audit where we look at your setup together. No pitch, just a clear map of what to do first. Book a call with me by simply going to my website, greatworkonline.com, and we'll do the session there. That link is in the show notes as well. I'm gonna put it right there. So that's Great Work for Restaurants. New episode every week. If this one was useful, share it with another operator on Toast who has Father's Day on the radar. I'll see you next week.